Hello to all of my Libras. This is Queen of Moon Ra coming to you with your general reading. Happy Motivational Monday. Thank you to all of my Libras who was quite gracious in your comments under Sunday's video. When I went back to look at the video, I know that I had put up Gemini's video twice. But I did upload Libra's video. So thank you to all of you all for your kind comments and text messages and letting me know that you saw your Libra video. But so we're going to get right into it. Again, thank you for your gracious comments. This is a general reading, so take only what resonates with you, okay, Libra? If you're interested in a personal reading, of course, there's never any pressure to get personal readings, because I try to give you all as much information that source sends to me in your general reading, so you can kind of save your money a bit. But if you feel like you want to get a personal reading, my information is always in the description box of the readings. But this is Libra's reading. Let's get into it, Libra. Welcome to anybody who is new to the channel. Welcome. Let's get into it. Let's see what your cards have to say. So Libra, on Sunday, no matter which video you watch, I gave everybody the questions for this upcoming first quarter moon in Cancer. So it doesn't matter if you watched your moon sign, rising, Venus, wherever you watch, Pluto, Saturn. Whatever sign you watch, you got the questions. Everybody got the questions. Let's see what your cards have to say. All right, Libras, let's go. So here we have the 8 of Cups, the Queen of Cups, the 7 of Wands, the 5 of Wands, 9 of Wands, and 9 of Pentacles. Nice. All right, so this is beautiful because this is happening right now, your minor arcana. 8 of Cups, somebody is definitely walking towards their purpose. That's your sun. Somebody like one night, somebody just decided, hey, you know what? I need to start focusing on what my purpose. Like, let me get real serious about my purpose. So again, when you go back and watch the video, doesn't matter what it's labeled as for. The date is between March the 26th and also the April the 26th. So I think there's 2 videos that's labeled for Libra, but actually the one that's the last video, like the not the first Libra video, but the last one that's labeled, then that's your video. But you have the questions in that video helping you to think about what you're thinking about this week as we move closer and closer towards what nurtures your spirit, right? Here we have the Queen of Cups. Somebody is definitely compassionate towards energies that you're leaving behind. Here we have, but you're on the other side of a long and arduous journey, like something that, you learned a lot of highs and lows. And remember, time is relative, so it could have been, depending on who and what the journey has been, you've quickly learned, you finally learn, what irritates your demons, right? Everybody has demons. So if you're an overgiver, then somebody being a taker could irritate your demons, because you feel like, and so demons are, we're not talking about people, we're talking about the spirit. So if you're dealing with takers and you always feel like, okay, I always got to be there for somebody, those could be your demons of being an overgiver until you are just emotionally drained. And so then when you go back to look for any compassion or any creativity, any emotions, any joy or whatever, you keep getting burned. So somebody is saying, hey, listen, maybe I was an overgiver. But guess what? Now you know, right? Maybe now you know. So maybe I was overthinking it. Maybe I was overgiving my time, my energy, my money, I was giving all of myself to something, right? And so now that you've moved on before you got burned again, you said, now I can put all of that into being in receiving mode. And so Source is trying to make somebody independent, financially independent, and so financial independence is not just money and paper, coins, and credit scores. Financial independence is also being around people who are not takers, people who are also willing to give you information and give you things, right? So give you an opportunity to sit back and be in receiving mode of something that's authentic, something that feels good, giving you some creative ideas and, giving you tips on how to invest. So that's the whole purpose of Source saying, I had to take you on that long and arduous journey for you to learn how to stop allowing yourself to be burned by people, and to be in receiving mode of people who are trying to inspire you, trying to help you. Here we have the Knight of Pentacles, 5 of Wands, we have the King of Cups, we have the 2 of Cups, the 7 of Wands, and also the 10 of Pentacles. So yeah, absolutely, something was irritating your demons, both professionally and personally. Something was irritating your demons, but the you today, Libra, knows how to defend your decision to move on from something when you feel burned out. Sometimes that looks like, let's say it was your family that was burning you out, or let's say it was your colleagues at work. Let's just use family for a second, because sometimes that's the hardest. Those are the hardest ones to say, okay, full stop, Okay, every time you call me, you need something. But I can't call you to even, cry on your shoulder for 5 minutes without you sitting there with a Cheshire cat grin on your face, like, oh, wow, they're not perfect, right? So somebody had to put a full stop to some things after going through a long journey, because people will take advantage of you. They'll use you up till there's nothing left, and then they'll go right on to their next supply. So somebody could have been giving away rent money, and then you go back to get your money that you loan because now you really need it, and guess what? They don't have it. So again, somebody just had to kind of learn a hard lesson, and so not that you don't have compassion. It's also, we got the king of cups and queen of cups. You're not only compassionate, but you're wiser now. You're a lot wiser now, so that wisdom won't allow you to just be emotionally drained, your money drained, your creative ideas drained, your joy drained, right? And so somebody, like I said, somebody had to learn a lesson, but that's okay. That's what life is all about. So you're continuing to invest in yourself, and you're moving towards your legacy wealth, right? Or continuing on with your legacy wealth. And so making some kind of major impact on the world, your community, and the world at large, Libra. But that's right. You know exactly what nurtures your spirit and what doesn't. So somebody could be a soulmate, could be coming across your path. Soulmate doesn't necessarily mean no love interest. It could be agape love interest, not the romantic. It could develop into something romantic, but somebody comes across your path. They're not trying to take anything from you. As a matter of fact, because you've been so emotionally dehydrated, they're coming across giving you compliments and this, that, and the other. But because somebody's on the other side of something that happened, you may be side eyeing, wondering, if somebody brings up your name, okay, what do they mean by that? Are they being shady? Are they being messy? Are they trying to hurt me? Maybe you or a loved one. Or I just got out of one romantic relationship, or I ended a friendship. Here comes new love in my life, agape love, that is. What are their angles? That's why you slow down, Libra, and that's why you give people an opportunity to earn your trust, right? Only energy you trust is source, and so you got to trust your intuition, right? So source really wants you to sit down somewhere. See what you see in comment here is, this is taking action, this is sending, this is receiving, right? So I'm in meditative state. I've taken some kind of action to sit down and just, think about the hard work I've invested in myself. Think about what motivates me. Think about where I have mental clarity and confidence, and I feel those areas I feel personally powerful in. But I'm also wise enough to say, I know when I'm receiving something that's burning me out, I know when to just exit stage left without, reflecting that energy that's trying, or if I feel like I'm being bullied, I know when to abort mission. I'm not going to just stay there and keep letting somebody just like, hammer into, my universe until I break or until I crack and saying, well, I'm being fair. I don't want them to think X, Y, and Z. Let whoever think whatever, because these are the rules of your universe. So you have to decide how long or how much level of access you're giving to people, right, Libras? So yeah, this is where you be fair with yourselves. We are coming up on not only a first quarter moon in Cancer, which is the mother and money sign of the zodiac, but we also have a full moon in your sign, a full moon in your sign. So you guys have to really teach everybody what it looks like to have a life that you love and are pleased with, both professionally and personally. So you all are the leaders of that. You're supposed to be the one that's on full display and full, during the full moon. So, after this last quarter moon after this first quarter moon in Cancer, you got some time to kind of sort of think about what nurtures your spirit. That's why I gave you all those questions. But then it's next up, Libra. Here we have the Tower card. We also have coexist. So source is saying to you, there is a within yourself, right? This is not about, your husband, your wife, your partner, your significant other, your kids. This is about just you, Libra, balancing out your own scales of justice within. They can coexist. All the planets in your universe can coexist. These would be your planets. In the case of your reading, these are all your planets, your sun, moon, rising, Venus, all of that. Pull your birth chart. Find out what sets you apart, Libra, from other Libras, and make sure you're embracing, you're nurturing the light in you, the dark in you, the seen, the unseen, the known, the unknown. These are the same hands, by the way, but they represent duality, right? And so you want to make sure you embrace all of you so that you're consistent. You're not indecisive in who you are, you know. And so this is somebody's tower moment. Tower moment represents sudden upheaval, destruction of the old. Like the old you, you know, may have been looking. Maybe you were an overgiver or people pleaser, allowing people to bully you and allowing people to stay around you who couldn't control their emotions and all of that other stuff, manipulative energies. But that's not you today. You went through a rebirth. You went through a rebirth. You have a lot of ancestors around you. Even had some people around you that sat back and just acted like they didn't see, you know, all the stuff that was happening. Somebody has to be real clear about releasing those energies from around you. I'm talking about crystal clear. Crystal clear. There can't be any confusion whatsoever. This is your universe. And so Libra, you all are ruled by Venus. Venus is the planet of love and planet of pleasure. And so you're creating a life that you are absolutely pleased with and a life that you love. So you have to be crystal clear. People see you as down to earth. They see you as very relatable. They see you as a person that almost like you can hang out with them. But remember, Source is saying give people a chance to a pattern of behavior before you just rush into something, whether it's a new love interest, a new friendship, new working relationship. Like give people an opportunity to show you a pattern of behavior. Here we have the King of Cups coming out twice, and then we also have, this is wisdom that you're using, compassion and wisdom, both professionally and personally. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. No longer are you looking for people's approval because Source has already approved you. So you don't need to look for humans' approval like maybe you used to. Yeah, like maybe you used to. Maybe you used to look for people's approval, but the new you is like, no, all of my planets can coexist. You know, either you like me or you don't. You know, but I'm balanced out regardless. You know, I'm balanced out unapologetically within. All right? Walk away with your dignity intact. Walk away with your dignity intact. Like I said, don't wait to get burned again. Don't wait for something else to happen because you're an overgiver. Source is giving you an opportunity to let whomever think whatever. Let whomever think whatever. Because they're going to think it anyway. And you being nicer or being more fair to them is not going to make it better. Matter of fact, it may make it worse. Obviously, look at their track record. Talking about speaking of track record, look at their track record. Every time you gave them, they took stone cold advantage because they're fighting their demons, and their demons know how to irritate yours. So here we go, receiving. You receive messages that they have demons that irritate yours. That's all you need to know. Walk away. Every day it becomes easier to receive the highest divine plan and to trust my inner guidance. That's it. That's it right there. That's it, and that's all. That's all, folks. So yeah, so let's see what else we got going on here, Libras. But like I said, you have been overly fair about situations that, you know, you had to be burned before you decided, oh shoot, okay, wow, you know, I'm over giving some chances here, like to the point where I'm getting drained and burned out. I can't even focus on what's going on my normal scales on my personal and my professional life. Now I got to take on somebody else's toxicity. Oh no ma'am and no sir. So here we have meditation. Somebody's going to be definitely meditating on their purpose, you know, your vision for how you see your life. So that's what somebody's going to be meditating on. That's where some answers are going to come through for you. So kudos and congratulations to you for moving on from overgiving before you get burned again. Let's start listening to that first voice. That first voice is Source. The Source is saying to you, you know, they seem a little shifty-eyed. Pay attention to that, Libra. Pay attention. Pay attention, Libra. They seem a little shifty-eyed. They seem like they jittering. There's something about them seems off. Pay attention to that. Don't sit there and think you're being paranoid, okay? That's where you go right in. You got a mouth. You all are a very smart sign, Libra. Start saying, Source, I'm trying to get some people the benefit of the doubt, but something is about their spirit seems a little off to me. Can you show it to me? Show it to me in a way, God, that I will understand. Remember, Source is going to meet you where you are. So wherever frequency you on, Source is going to meet you there in a way that you'll fully understand. So pay attention. 888, I am abundant. There we go. As you focus on all the wonderful things that surround you, you're clearing the path for more positive energy to flow into all areas of your life and creating a place for abundance. I'm telling you, Libra, you guys are extremely smart. I'm telling you, let people think whatever, because some of you all like the finer things in life. That does not make you less smarter than somebody else. Those are things you cannot take with you. But why not build legacy while you're here, without all the distractions of other people bringing their toxicity into your universes? They know you fair-minded. They know you fair-minded, but don't let that energy make you look and be indecisive to a point where people start to question you, like, what's going on with Libra? One minute they nice and warm, and next minute they like blowtorching people. What the heck is going on here? You don't need to overthink it. All you have to do is go directly to source. Let's see what else we got going on here. Let's pull a Moonology card, and let's pull an affirmation card, and let's close it out. Moonology card. Oh, and let me get one of those oracle cards as well. So yeah, you can defend your decision not to entertain people's demons, especially when you know ahead of time that their demons irritate yours, especially if you like a newly recovered overgiver. And here comes somebody, because source is going to keep sending tests your way until you heal from all of this overgiving. Overgiving could mean over physically giving some stuff, overthinking stuff when the energy has already drained you. Sometimes you'll know, it's very much like you decide, hey, I want to start dating again, right? You start going out on dates, and you sitting there, you're like, oh my God, it's like pulling teeth. The person is not communicating with me, and I like to communicate, and I'm just drained, right? I'm emotionally drained. You know what? Blocked. You need to be blocking their number while you're sitting at the table sipping on your water. And I'm serious when I say that, because sipping on your water, they're draining your emotions. While you're sitting there drinking your lemon water, you need to be in your phone blocking their number. So when both of y'all leave the restaurant and they try to call you, they're going to get the voicemail. I'm not even wasting my time. I don't know what you was checked out. You should have got all that prepared before you came to meet with me for dinner or lunch or whatever. Nope, I'm good. I don't. And that's not mean. That's you. That's when I say mean. That's not being mean spirited at all. It's like, you know what? I depending on what nurtures your spirit. If you're a person who likes to communicate and they're not a communicator, And if you want to give them another chance, you may say, hey, I noticed you weren't talking a whole lot. Is everything okay? Whatever. And that may give them the spark plug they need. That may give them the spark plug that they need, Libra, to start talking when they get in your presence. If that's what you, whatever nurtures your spirit. Because remember, these two hands are the same. You may be wise, and because you're so wise here, looking at your cards here, you're wise enough to say, okay, maybe I'll give him another chance. Maybe something else was going on, right? And that right there may spark them into saying, oh, you know what? It was me. I just got some bad news before we came to lunch or whatever. And, I definitely will be more present the next time. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. I didn't realize I was checked out. I was definitely interested in you, Libra, but, I just got some bad news. And if they're a person that's like, oh, no, I thought we had a great conversation, blocked. But that's what nurtures your spirit, right? Your hard work is paying off, Libra. Your hard work is paying off. You're closing out cycles, feeling good about closing out cycles. You're not stressed out. Somebody's just taking a more authoritative stance. Somebody's like, I'm serious. I had to maybe get manipulated or burned a couple of times. Maybe my money was at stake. Maybe my security, my stability was at stake for a minute. But, hey, I'm back on track now. I'm back on track. Sacrifice. Sometimes surrender is painful. God's cutting away all that needs to go. Illusions, obsessions, addictions. It's a sacrifice to love. It's a sacrifice to love. So let's pull your affirmation card, and let's go ahead and close this out, Libras. Let's go ahead and pull the affirmation card, and let's go ahead and close this out. Forgiveness. I forgive myself. I am healing from past trauma. I release all guilt. I forgive hurt done by others. I accept that I cannot change the past. Anger does not control my mind. I release all sadness. I am grateful for every experience. I am stronger because of my challenges. That's what I have for you, Libras. Like I said, go on with your abundant self. But somebody had to learn to, make some decisions, because, again, somebody was an overgiver, over nurturer, just overdoing it. And so source got you right back in line. And so be grateful for that balance. That's what I have for you, and I'll see you on Wednesday. Bye.